New notification. Now broadcasting.
Ready to slay some dragons.
That's crazy. Antoine Massey made another post. Posing, bro. Police are upset, bro. I mean, posing clean cut and everything, bro. What do you mean, bro? Antoine Massey made another post. Clean cut. Just going wild. And that other dude that's in that escaped and murdered. Oh, you not gonna fly that bad. You ain't gonna make no post.
Our game tonight
That man
featuring the
out the
Chicago
country,
Bulls
bro.
as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blower, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And with the season in its stretch run, MP's been out to prove that his name should be on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, things haven't gone according to plan since he made his feelings public. But he's got time to turn it around, but it simply has to start tonight. This is when he has to start separating himself from the pack.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Also Jordan Poole out there. Chris Middleton is out there with Song. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. Lets it go. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Coulibaly, no good.
Boy, just 1 from 4. A little brisky right now.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Nice ball movement by Washington. And Poole gets it to go.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Poole. Now, Coulibaly. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And another miss by Washington. White dishes to MP. Poole with the steal.
Wow.
Fast break, here they come.
Really?
Here's Champagnie. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's MP. Basket counts. Hernandez has got 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Change for the Wizards. Kisper's checked in.
That other dude.
For the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
That murderer. To get things right in the draft. Plus,
he is not
they
tall,
have just
bro.
had poor lottery luck. They selected higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar level talent.
And the dunk by MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
1:53 left to play here in the first.
The other guy.
Poole gets to Kisper. Back to Poole. Takes a 3. It's all in by the Bulls. And the win streak sitting at an astonishing 29 games. A monumental team achievement.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself, just settle in and watch these guys work.
Dosunmu, the pass to Hernandez. And Sarr pulls it down.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. That was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And stolen by Sarr.
Oh my goodness.
Poole with it. Now Smith defending.
That's right. What do you mean about it all day and money?
Poole's got his second bucket of the night.
I love when Jordan Poole uses his speed like this. That's an asset. He's got to go to work.
Smith outside to the middle. MP kicks to Vucevic. Here's MP. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Kispert. Poole with no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
White, good.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Poole. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Dosunmu, the pass to MP, and the layup is good. MP's got 14.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Poole for 3. No good that time. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bulls out front, up 7. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Let me ask you a question. Great game for like this. Every game that I put on day in and day out. Day in and day out. Day in and day out, bro. Every game I play, I'm ready, safe, focus locked in. Focus locked in.
And if you're just joining, ends up going with the new group. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
They got locked in, bro.
Bulls leading by 7. So the Wizards 5 right now. Ray Kispert is out there with Sarr. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
And they continue to control the glass. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Indiana was terrific. He picked up 39 points and did so at a very efficient rate, playing within the flow of the offense. He played outstanding, didn't force anything, and allowed him to take over on offense. Kevin, we'll see what he has in store tonight.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Here's Sarr. Vucevic defending. And here's Poole for 3. Ball with the rebound.
You can't make some stuff up, bro.
Coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wizards trail by 8. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got his first basket of the night.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
MP finishes inside.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
44 seconds left to play here in the half. To the paint. Here's Poole. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, you can see how high Jordan Poole gets up and off his feet. Be aware this guy's got some athleticism.
Down low, here's Hernandez. Inside, MP gets it.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Poole. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hernandez plays it up and banks it in. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Chicago going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
I'm just saying, you can't make this stuff up, Chad. You just can't make it up. Oh, guys. Can't make it up, bro. Skate murder. One of those people and shit. What do you mean, bro? They looking for that guy. Skate, strangulation, you know what I'm talking about?
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Chicago
old guard,
Bulls.
Cannon Scott. Man, they're from the old guard. Skate murder, rapist.
Someone stops us. It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
This stretch could break their season, but it could also make their season if they step up. When I was playing, I like these kind of games, to tell you the truth.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Police upset. You got. I just heard about another cop got murdered because he doing a job. Ridiculous, bro.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at MP in this one. He's been everywhere.
Surprised that first half went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
It's like
huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
They first responders,
Doris,
all this
both
other
you
stuff.
and I had the honor of being in that 2020
I
bubble
care about
in
them.
Florida.
I
Any
care for the
memories from
family.
Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
They've got Vucevic. Zach Collins is out there with Dosumu. Then it's MP, and it's White in at the shooting guard. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. MP staying with it through the contact.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area, overcome the challenges, young sir.
Poole, the pass to Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. They get the rebound.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Shots good by Hernandez.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And here's Poole for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Boy, tough to contest that shot. Jordan Poole so quick off that pull-up jumper.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the shot goes down. Hernandez has got 8 here in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Talk about racketeering, police officers. Talk about 8 officers get arrested for a high-speed chase.
Rebound by the Bulls.
I'll pay attention, bro.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Up and in. With the jumper near the hoop. Champagnie's got 7 points.
And that's exactly
what they're going for
on that shot.
Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe, looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam
That's why, man. This is not going to be a good sight. I mean, bounty hunters looking for that, man. $50,000 reward.
Want to play in the single league.
And Kevin,
the NBA continues to draw talent from
$50,000 for Spurs and TC. Right. Just can't make this stuff up, bro.
Chicago leading by 16. So the Wizards 5 right now. Corey Kispert is out there with George. Then there's Smart. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Brogdon in at the point.
Getting nice stuff, bro. Just can't.
Here's Smart.
Making posts and shit.
Brogdon outside. From the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebounded over 10 tonight for that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Yeah, nice stuff, bro.
Outside, Smart. It's Brogdon on the wing. Back to Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Marcus Smart that much room because he will throw it down, puts his vertical to excellent use.
And White slams it in.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Wizards trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Get nice, bro.
Brogdon against White. And that one's good, Brogdon.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Count it. And the Bulls lead by 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brogdon the pass to Holmes. Brogdon trying to get open. Outside for George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away.
Can't deny this stuff, bro. This game, bro.
Going with a whole new group out there now.
Yeah, I mean.
Poole on the wing. It's all in by the Bulls. Here's Hernandez. Pass to Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hernandez has got assist number 5 here tonight. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 19-point game. Champagnie passes to Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Off target from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
To the inside. Shots good by Hernandez. Hernandez has got 40 points.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
There's the pick. Middleton inside the three-point line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Middleton can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And so here is Chicago. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Banked in off the glass. Hernandez has got 46 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
The rebound by Champagne. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poole the pass to Champagne. Here's Middleton. Poole with the screen for Middleton. Pass to Poole from downtown. And it's White with the rebound. The drive by MP. Yep, that one goes.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
Jordan Poole. Second personal foul. 15-15. Passing line for Chicago.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Wins, pay the bills, baby. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Banger video after banger video. I got the Scarlet Bones, chat. What do you mean, bro? Scarlet Bones, baby.
I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for DeMar DeRozan.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Malik Monk is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. And for Chicago, Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White. And it's MP in at the point guard position. All right, Richard, we're right here in the middle of the season.
I'm going to give y'all a treat. I'm going to play some bad dog music with bad 24. I don't have bad 25.
Staying focused and engaged, as well as getting your body ready for the most important stretch of the season.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Murray. Double team on DeRozan. Back to Murray. Now here's Monk from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Every time Monk steps up and knocks down a 3, it just looks so effortless.
Back to MP. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by MP.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Pass to Valanciunas. Goes back up. Fultz. And it's blocked by Vucevic. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And MP throws it down.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign-and-trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make
talking about ball. What do you mean, bro?
DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Here's Murray. And there's the rejection.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it. Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Now here's Fultz. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to DeRozan. Lots of room. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You could see his confidence on that shot. DeMar DeRozan catches it, fires it without a pause.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He picked up 49 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that.
I mean, I do that, bro.
Well, his team needs him to contribute.
That is, bro. That just on his field, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to...
The Bulls trail by 4. We've got Buzelis. Ben Simmons is out there with Kobe White. And it's MP. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence. And I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Levine way outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. Outside Levine.
That's good, Joe.
3-pointer. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Hernandez. Pass to Simmons. Back to MP. MP getting it done inside.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Sacramento has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Levine. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Misses in close. Chicago leading. Here's MP. Oh, MP gets into the tight D inside.
Wanting it more, MP doing work inside.
Here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. Sacramento again missing. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. And it's Laravia missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Guinea. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Murray. Bulls leading by 3. To the middle. Here's MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Oh, got that one up quick.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to MP. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And here's DeRozan. From 11 feet away, DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
To the wing, right side, to the inside. And MP with a basket on the assist by Buzelis. Buzelis has got 4 assists in the game. Kings trail by 4. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Alec. Out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball.
Oh, come on, I go out of bounds,
Sacramento.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see it over here. The coach,
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
43.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Yeah, there's a beauty to just watching these guys fly. And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
One thing that's helped tonight, that three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have 4s, I take them too. But here's one thing. You have to have floor balance, and you have to really create clean looks, though.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
I'm paying attention to that man, Antoine Massey. He's a bold mog, Joe. Bold, bro. How about he finish it?
And we're halfway through this one.
Don't talk about shit he didn't do it. What you mean, bro?
Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Yeah, he's been all around S1 match. That's very impressive.
Chicago leading by 3. Taking a look at Sacramento. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Keegan Murray is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. Outside Monk.
Get some to eat. You know what I'm talking about?
On the wing, DeRozan.
And the devil in the Ozark. Talking about they can't spot him.
Shot clock at 6.
He's off the grid. Ain't no one spotting that man.
The 15-footer. Uzelis grabs the board.
Spotting that man.
Uzelis has got 4 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
They don't want spotting that man.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Sacramento. Pass to DeRozan.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To the paint. Here's Monk. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Monk's got 11 points.
Nice ball move. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide open look.
I mean, I'm gonna off bro.
Kings trail by 3.
Bro. What do you mean, bro?
DeRozan passes to Monk. Outside Fultz. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. White, the pass to MP. MP right through him.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
The Kings have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Monk.
I'll get a check.
Chicago with a rebound. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside. Here's Uzelis. Dosunmu, left side. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Dosunmu's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, you see the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Uzelis.
All type of shot, bro. What do you mean, man?
Pass to Murray. Launches it. Murray connects from outside.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange.
Oh, man, that's hard. What do you mean, bro?
Ben Simmons is checked in for Vucevic. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 3-point lead. Dosunmu. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Dosunmu's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Timeout call, Sacramento.
You can't I've been paying attention to that man, S1 guy, bro. The devil in the old yard. Talk about it. Talk about they can't spot him. They don't know where he at. What do you mean, bro?
Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Levine, he's checked in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for Fultz.
That when the Ozark.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ellis
he walked out. He walked out of prison.
Bulls leading by 5.
The guard let him out.
Here's MP. MP staying focused.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
Levine passes to Valanciunas. Pass to Murray.
Just
5 to shoot. Levine down the lane. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now a 9-point Chicago lead. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
On that man.
Murray from outside.
whole documentary about 30 minutes. I watched that back.
It's all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Outside Murray. Back to Levine. Shot to stop the run. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Boy, that slam cam right there on his face, man. What do you mean for that, this, bro?
Leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G slam cam.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That one goes yards, bro.
On the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Who shoots the man dead in the face?
Doing whatever they can to protect
no reason.
the rim.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And Sacramento. Timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Thanks, police chief.
Dosunmu is out there with MP. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And it's Giddey missing.
I missed that,
11 to the middle. Jones, the pass to Ellis. Plenty of space. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
And it's Hernandez missing.
What do you mean, bro?
For Sacramento, they've got nothing to fall in this 4th quarter. 0 of 5. Giddey against Levine. Pass to Ellis from downtown. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Ellis passes to Levine. Shoots over to Sumu. Levine can't hit. Bulls leading by 13. Back to MP. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is what the coaches are telling MP. No one can guard you in there. Go eat.
Now here's Levine, tightly guarded. They set the pick. And here's Crowder from the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Collins passes to Hernandez. He gets it in there. Hernandez got 36 points.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
The Kings call timeout. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a
bro. Watch. I bet, hey, they got Dash, they got the...
For Chicago, who's Ellis is checked in for Collins, and it's White in for Giddey.
Yeah, they're really looking bad now.
Monk against White. Right side, Monk. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
MP, the pass to Dosunmu. Back to MP. Rebound by Sacramento. Fultz has got his 5th rebound in this one. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Pass to Murray. And here's Fultz, covered by MP. And it's blocked by Vucevic.
Powerful swat by Vucevic, showing how effective he can be on D.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Bulls lead by 19. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
To the paint. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 38 points.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Bulls.
A big key tonight, second chance points.
Yeah, B.A., they really hit the offensive glass. They won the battles for loose balls, giving them plenty of extra opportunities.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Valanciunas with a screen on White. Monk for three. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to White. Back to MP. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 42 in the game.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
That one no good. Great D that time from Murray. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Valanciunas. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Assisted by DeMar DeRozan.
MP with it. Pass to Buzelis. Back to MP. Good on the bucket. MP's got 44.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Fultz scanning the floor. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson and out.
That's what I'm talking about. Solid effort tonight on both ends. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Objects in motion, stay in motion, as long as they will.
Definitely the Ozarks, bro. What do you mean, bro? Sweet bird. I'm still on there, bro.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Taking a look at Boston, they sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And I think for Chicago, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. We've got Murray, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position.
Number 0, ready, bro? Number 0, bro.
MP out there
with 11, 14, what do you mean, bro?
It's Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. Murray outside. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Buzelis.
Now the defense was just all over him, but MP just too strong down there.
Murray against MP. It's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Inside. Here's Hernandez, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And now
oh my goodness, what am I going out of bounds, bro?
We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs. And guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the update.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Williamson outside. Pass to Misi. Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Hernandez can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Williamson in the post. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And here we are midway through the season, and this group of rookies continues to impress on a nightly basis.
And maybe some of these guys are understanding the length of what an NBA season is all about with 82 contests on the schedule. But other guys have gotten stronger. And as they've gained a better understanding of their roles, that's what you'd expect.
Here's Buzelis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And you gotta like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking
what
they give him.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to
Willie Green, bro.
Go over the strategy.
How about that?
And the Bulls will go for
it. It happened in the world, bro. It's 2005.
Jalen Smith comes in for Buzelis.
It's crazy, bro. Real crazy.
Bulls leading by 3. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. They've got Herbert Jones, and it's Alvarado at the point guard.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Alvarado. Simmons pulls it in. The Bulls shoot has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. Here's Giddey, and the 3-ball is good. Giddey's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
MP finishes inside.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
To the right side. New Orleans moving the ball around. And it's Alvarado missing. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Kings really lit up the floor. He had 44 points, and he was dialed in, made most of his shots. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
And David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Pass to Boston. Can they get it? Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to MP. And it's good, 2 points. Hernandez has got 12 in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Checking for Ben Simmons. New Orleans making a switch here. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're
LeBron James, what do you mean, bro? LeBron. I got to face him. I got to feel it.
Williamson, he's not
in the playoffs
there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Williamson looking it over. Pass to Alvarado. It's Brown on the wing. Williamson outside. Got a hand on it.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Don't they? What do you mean, bro?
If you don't take care of the ball,
take to the house.
That's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
To the inside. Nisi. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
A huge part of their offense, keep pushing the ball, looking for fast.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this.
Being a bull, bro. Going off, bro. Like usual. Being a bull, bro.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stop that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about All-Star voting.
Well, at the start of the voting, the leaders are the guys that everyone already knows. As you go along, usually new guys enter the mix.
Every year it's a compelling story. Those guys who weren't expected to make an all-star impact doing just that.
LeBron James.
That is more than enough of us.
Yeah.
Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan
He's going to be a
with the
prop
second
in the
half.
playoffs, bro. What that face is. A veteran versus a rookie? What do you mean, bro? That's some good stuff to see in the playoffs, bro.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's White. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's MP in at the one spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. From deep. They get a hand on it. Back to Murray.
Oh, what do you mean, bro? How you get that?
Here's Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The moment Williamson gets inside, virtually nothing you can do to stop that lefty.
Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality.
I mean, still the ball, bro. What do you mean, bro?
That personality based on their roster.
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Vucevic to the pass to MP. Rebound by Murray.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me, and that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Murray for 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Buzelis. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Buzelis. Buzelis has got his 7th assist here tonight. Now Murray. He has 7. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Back to MP. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see. Love the assertive attitude from Jones, wanting to continue to improve in his jump shooting.
MP kicks to White.
2 minutes remaining.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Good. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's made
feel like Christmas right now, bro.
With this guy. Trey Jones is checked in for Chicago. And the Pelicans making a change.
Yeah, I feel like Christmas shit. What do you mean, bro? Lag.
The Bulls shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. On the court for the Pelicans. Getting the 4th quarter going. Jose Alvarado is out there with Brown. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4. Pass to Brown. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Alvarado finds Jones. Wide open. And the basket by Alvarado.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Back to MP. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
White against Brown. Back to Alvarado. Chicago grabs the miss.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Down low. And it's denied.
Denied, bro. What do you mean, bro? You block my shit. Welcome to the block party, bro.
Their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brown with the bounce pass.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Back to MP. Vucevic trying to get open. Hernandez can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the paint. And it's Alvarado missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
Alvarado finds Jones, launches it, and it's Alvarado missing.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Alvarado with it.
2 minutes.
Connects from three-point range.
2 minutes.
Alvarado's got 5 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Jones, the pass to Alvarado. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to MP. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Hernandez has got 34 points. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alvarado. Drops in the layup for 2.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. Right side, White. Back to MP. Poke loose.
Wow,
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown. Gonzalez grabs the board. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Hernandez can't get it to go. Here's Alvarado. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is
What do
Kevin
you mean,
Harlan
bro?
saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. They don't even know what's coming for them.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
MP, you're about to go off.
Oh, I gotta talk to somebody. What do you mean, bro? Let's see. Who's that?
Yo, I was thinking we hit that Korean barbecue spot after the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Sounds legit, man.
It's open late, too. Hey, what's up? Everything good?
I'm guessing by the look on your face, you know what I'm here to talk about.
Somebody gonna fill me in?
Show 'em.
Oh, I know he didn't say that. About you? He about to unleash the dragon on that boy, I'm telling you.
Before we go unleashing any dragons, I would like you to seriously consider the impact your words will have on your teammates and the organization.
No. You just think about how your teammates are gonna love it when you call this dude out and you back it up.
You are an amazing player, clearly, MP. But some things don't work out that way.
They do if you're MP. Okay, all due respect, Donna. My client right here knows how to compete.
Hey, just let her talk for a second, Patrick.
Okay, floor is yours.
Responding to something like this will put a target on your back. You are familiar with the concept of bulletin board material?
Of course.
Trash talk is fun. I get that. But when you make it public, it can fire up the other team. And it can anger your teammates if you can't back it up. You're a tremendous player, MP, but this is the NBA. Everyone is extremely talented, and some things don't work out the way you want them to.
Look, on the other hand, if you put that bozo in his place after calling your shot, that's something all teammates will love. Okay, look, I may not be in the NBA, but I understand the psychology of sports, okay?
And that's also true.
Thank you. So what are you gonna do, man?
Don't worry about it. I got this. I got it.
So?
I hit him with a professional and a polite, no comment.
You made the right choice.
Hey, don't look so sad, P. You know I'm still gonna go out there and cook him. Light work, man.
My man.
I'm just gonna do it my way, man. Strong silent type, all right?
I'm gonna cook them up, bro. Gotta cook them up, Chad. Talking trash, bro. On the court, bro. What do you mean, bro? How do you say you gonna win before the shit's even been drawn, bro? What do you mean, bro? How do you say that? I mean, how do you say you gonna win before I hate when a guy says in Call of Duty that she gonna get a win, they actually get a win. I got something to prove, bro. Every time I play a game, I got something to prove, bro.
Coming up next, the Hawks take it on the Bulls. For Atlanta, they battled the 7th place in the East. Do they have more upside in them?
They always say that.
Coming up next.
They always say that, Chad. You don't get no video because the algorithm don't like me. The algorithm on YouTube. They got plenty of people who they watch.
Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Bulls, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And, of course, the Hawks, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out the Bulls, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even
the
stepping on the floor,
guys
you're
are
doing
used
something
to seeing
right.
Warzone day in, day out.
Ricochet and
The
Johnson
algorithm
at
like
the
you
forward.
guys. The algorithm, that's what the
Daniels out there
algorithm
with
is.
Trae Young.
Bad,
And it's a Kongwu
bad,
at the
and
5.
fucking
And for
Call of
Chicago,
Duty.
MP
That's
is out
the
there with Kobe
algorithm
White.
right now.
Then it's Buzelis.
But I
Then there's
break the
Nikola
algorithm. That's when
Vucevic.
the first
And
game.
it's
I'm not
Kasumu
going to call
in
this
its small
atmosphere
forward.
of you.
You know, in game 2 of a
And
back-to-back,
especially that game
just
is
how
not by half.
trained are you
You
from
know what
yesterday
happened?
as a player?
You know, BA,
You know what a guy, you know what a guy got. You know what a guy did?
You're not
Hey?
going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
And we talked about it for a few games now, but MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
And MP's goal for his rookie season was to win Rookie of the Year. But so far, against his peers in their first season, he hasn't distinguished himself as the best. MP still has some chances left against other rookies to prove to himself that he is the best in the class. He wants to perform better, and we'll see how he does.
Inside, here's Buzelis. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
I'll get it. I just want to understand.
Pass to Daniels.
Just want to understand.
Young from long range. Young missing again. Kasumu outside. Down low. And over the last 4 seasons, Stan, the Hawks have hovered around 500.
Yeah, but trending downward year over year. Without control of their first-round picks for the next 3 seasons from the DeJounte Murray trade, Brian, they've got no choice but to make it work.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Now here's Young. Coming off a 31-point game. And he drives in. Yep, that one goes.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And it's now 32 games, approaching the 71-72 Lakers. A famed season indeed.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
And Atlanta with possession here, following the bucket by the Bulls. Picked up by a Kongwu. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. Clock is at 3. The 3 from Ricochet. Chicago with the rebound. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
They flat out dominated the last time the team squared off,
particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
You already got 2 views.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Young from long range, and it's cleared by Vucevic.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
It's good. MP's got 8 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Coach, one guy who's shown a lot of growth on the offensive side of the ball is Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, it seems like the game is slowed down.
I do what I have to do.
And that's why everything he
every game.
looks
I'll
better
go on my
now.
way
His
to
first
keep making
step,
these shots.
his
I'll go on my way to kill that person.
all of it, Brian.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Man, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Like they gave me some pot for going above me on the Call of Duty. That's what I do. Like in Destiny 2. I go on my way to make my team successful. I go up my way to make my team successful. That's what I do. Yeah.
Hawks trail by 6. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. We've got George Niang. Karis LeVert is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Rizachet. And it's Nance in at the 5, down low.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
To the inside. Here's MP. LeVert with a rebound.
You know that, bro.
And Atlanta shooting around 35% from the field so far. Pass to Rizachet. Floats one up. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Here's Hernandez. Second chance shot. Ooh, and a nice layup by Giddey.
Offensive play by Giddey. Finding that rebound.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Nance finds LeVert. Fires for 3. They get it back. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Give him 8 points now.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Simmons, the pass to MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
I don't get it. I
pass
don't.
to Rizachet. Nance outside. Now here's LeVert. Back to Nance. And Nance with the slam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
We'll stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, Levine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they'd hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's gotten his first basket of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Rizachet.
There it is.
For 3. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently, like they are now, should help them do it.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Simmons. So for the Hawks. And so MP will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He picked up 38 points, and he was very efficient from the field. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Hawks trail by 4. Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Outside Young. Okongwu against Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Young. Outside man.
Oh, shit.
Here's Young.
Oh, you got
the 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Man, the pass to Young from the stripe. And it's Young again missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Back to MP. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Young, plenty of space, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. 34 seconds left in the first half. Outside Johnson. Outside man. There's 21 seconds left to play in the half. Here's the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. MP staying focused.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Young looking over the floor. He buries it from 3. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
The YouTube algorithm don't like me at all, bro. But I keep straight in the post every day. Good gameplay, banging videos, bangers, bro.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely tips the scales when it comes to who's selected.
So let's dig into that first half now. And what was a very solid performance for the Bulls.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
I love Shaq, bro.
And
Shaq
that'll do it for us.
Bro.
Thanks for stopping by.
Shaq,
we'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Every time he should get in the lane, bro. You know how to shoot free throw or none, bro. You shoot free throw or none, bro. Hack a Shaq. He tried his best to make
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Trying his best, but every time he missed,
he's been everywhere.
That's what they call him,
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Kobe White out there with MP. Then there's DeSumo, then it's Muzelis, and it's Vucevic in at center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Now here's Young. He has 7. Lets it go from deep. And Atlanta misses again.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Getting it done inside, MP.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract in a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
The 3 from Rizasheh. It's hauled in by White.
scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 24.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout.
Who does that? Who does that again? I gotta get out to take a shower. I'll be back to this shit after this fourth quarter. Take a shower. You're back on. Press the basketball, bro. What do you mean, bro? Back. Gotta take a shower, bro.
Big group substitution here for Chicago. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Boston, they've come down in the rankings a little. Getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Ben Simmons comes in for Smith. Giddey's checked in for Ball. And MP subbed in for White. Back to MP. That one's good for 2. He's got 26.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
LeVert outside. Nance with a screen on Jones. LeVert. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Plus, we got a guy injured too. We got a guy injured
this quarter with a 7-point lead, looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back after this word.
That's why I'm doing it, because we're injured plus injuries, bro. Injury prone, bro.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. They've got Larry Nance, George Niang out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's LeVert in at the point. Pass to Mann. Back to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Over MP. The shot by LeVert, no good.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
A nice shot by MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Here's LeVert. Good D by Simmons.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And here's LeVert for 3. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Back to MP. Pass to Simmons. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Bulls lead by 10.
They have no answer defensively inside.
LeVert outside, driving in. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
A real weapon on offense. Once LeVert sees a few go down, you know he's in the zone.
And he gets that one. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Giddey. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you for that, Allie. There's the screen by Johnson. The 3 from Reza Shea. They get the rebound. Okongwu tries yet again. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Okay, now, Rook, who's zealous, showing he can finish with some power.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Vucevic finds White into the lane. Oh! Ho, ho!
Wow!
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that is how you finish a drive. Kobe White.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Young can't hit.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Daniels. Drills it from deep. Daniels has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Hernandez laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Can't get it to fall.
Look, you've got to convert those. Come on.
Outside Johnson. There's Young with the three. Oh, Trae virtually on the
three-pointers, though. What do
They're
you
really
mean, though?
employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And he just powered through contact, trying to complete the play.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys. He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Ooh, poked away. And now the Hawks on the break.
Slam dunk.
And he jams it home with authority.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Daniels has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And there's the drive. Count it.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Taking 2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. No good on the triple. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Young can't hit. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Oh, you want to send to the free throw line. You buried him, bro.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Good.
Assist from Onyeka Okongwu.
And so here is Chicago. And he commits the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Chicago, Ayo Desur.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's Young. Ellis grabs the board. MP finds White. Back to MP. Kongwu with the rebound. This one belongs to Chicago. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Well, so I gotta go. I'll be back. I'll be back in like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour.
MP, you my dog and all. Look, but you can't let people talk crazy about you like that. You gotta stand up for yourself. Come on, my dog.
What do you mean, bro? What you talking about, bro? What you talking about me, bro? What do you mean, bro? I said no comment, bro. What do you mean, bro? I want to drop, bro. Want to black ball player. Well, I'll see y'all in a minute. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe. I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, y'all dubs. This got 2 views, you know what I'm talking about, but the got 0 views. The algorithm don't like me, bro. I try to stream, but, you know. But I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all a little bit. Appreciate it. And if you watch this video on dub, send me a message. If you want to see, I'll play it. Let me know. I'll be back. 100.